G'day guys, welcome back to Mango Invest. In this video we're going to talk about QYLD and how much money they pay me every single month and every single year in dividends. But back in 2020 they were currently trading at $21. They've reached a high in 2021 of $23. Right, they've now gone down. They're trading at just under $18 now, so they're sitting quite low. But as you can see, they've just sort of reached a little bit of a bull run, as you can see there. But they've currently got an 11% dividend yield. Right, I currently own 811 shares of the company at an average price of $17. All right, so the profit margin is just under or just above $500 there, with a total equity of $14,000 in the company. So it's not as much as what I've got in JEPI, but it's definitely something that I want to build up in the months to come. Now, moving over to Seeking Alpha, we'll just have a quick look at QYLD and what they exactly do. Essentially, they're a managed by Global X, so Global X funds. Right, they're a covered call ETF, and essentially it tracks the Nasdaq top 100 companies. Right, so this is the holdings breakdown. So as you can see, they're very tech heavy. Right, so your Apple, your Microsoft, companies of that nature here, and you can see they've got Nvidia, Tesla, Meta, Google, and Pepsi. So they've got all the really big names, all the very safe, trusted blue chip companies there. Okay, which is why I started to invest in the covered call ETF, because it does track all those safe companies, and yet they're paying a very high dividend yield as a result of selling all those covered call options here. So we'll have a look at the dividends. Right, the scorecard, as you can see there, it's just under or just over 11% dividend yield. Right, the 5-year growth rate isn't the best. So now they've got a minus 2.83% compound annual growth rate. Right, they've got a 0 years in dividend growth. So we'll have a look into that now. 17 cents per share they're paying, and they pay it monthly. So let's have a look at the dividend growth. All right, we'll see how much they're increasing their dividend. But as you can see there, they started the company in 2013, 2014. Right, and as you can see, they've had a rough sort of few years by reducing their dividend, then increasing their dividend, but it looks very volatile, very unsafe. But what we have to realize here, it's all got to do with how much profit they're making with these covered call options that they are sort of buying and selling and all that sort of stuff. So it is going to fluctuate over the years. And I pretty much consider them in the same basket as what I do with JEPI and other sort of covered call companies like that. But we'll move over to track your dividends, and we'll look to see how much money they pay within the portfolio. We'll scroll all the way down. Okay, and QYLD just at the bottom there. So as you can see there, the 801 shares within the company. Right, at the current price is $17. My average cost is a little bit less. Right, the dividend yield currently is 11.41%. The yield on cost is 11.9%. Right, and the annual income is $1,643. So it's not as much as JEPI within the portfolio, but I'm constantly adding more funds, and I'll try and balance them out, make sure they're on the same page, they're equal weighted within the portfolio. All right, it's just another company that pays me extremely good dividends over time. Right, we'll now look to go back to the dividends. Right, we'll just see how much they are actually paying every single month. So we'll keep scrolling down to QYLD, which is the last payment was on the 1st of June. Right, they pay me just under $100. So there you can see the 588 shares on the 1st of June, and they paid me 17 cents for that payment there. Let's scroll back to the previous month just to see where QYLD, 3rd of May. So the previous month was $86. Right, so the previous month I had 88 shares less. Right, so therefore they paid me $13 less. Right, so there you can see. And if you were to scroll down further, the payments will be $70 back down to $60. So you can see just by constantly investing small amounts of money over time into some highly paying dividend companies, can slowly increase over time. All right, so that's the whole goal of this portfolio. If you did want to stick on the journey and see my portfolio grow, make sure you give me a like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps out. and put down in the comments, on how you're going with your dividend portfolio. So what companies that you invest in, how many dividends that you're getting. I always get pretty excited just to see how other people are going with their dividend investments. But as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch us next time.